We are coming down to the crown. Just two Northeast Indiana boys basketball teams advancing all the way to Gainbridge Fieldhouse for the IHSA 8 boys basketball state finals. Just about everything for the Tin Caps home opener was perfect. The weather, the fans, the atmosphere, everything except for the offense, which is still coming along after the Caps dropped their fourth straight game to open the season. The Flying Jets have soared past the competition all season, but Adams Central is going to have their toughest test today, taking on the top-ranked Indianapolis Lutheran. Now, this game is a rematch of last year's Class A state title game. Adams Central jumping out to an early 14-0 lead, but ultimately the Flying Jets falling short in that one, losing 34-28. John Matthews is back as the manager with this Fort Wayne Tin Caps team. He is joined alongside me. John, first off, welcome back to Fort Wayne. Just how does it feel being back here serving as the manager? Busy week on deck with 4 games to end the regular season, including 2 here at the Jungle. Certainly a busy week for Ben Boudreau and this Comets team. Ben Boudreau is joined alongside me. Ben, where's this team's mindset as you enter the final week of the regular season? Last year's Super Bowl saw a fair amount of Fort Wayne flavor. It was Homestead grad Ben Skoranek and Snyder alum Jesse Bates representing the Summit City in the biggest football game of the year. This season, well, Northeast Indiana may not have any direct ties, but if you take a close look at the family tree of Eagles rookie tight end Grant Calcaterra, you'll find his roots branch all the way back to the Hoosier State. When it comes to high school hoops, many avid basketball fans point to the 1950s as the golden era of Hoosier hysteria. Legends like Oscar Robertson or even Milan's miraculous state title run may come to mind, but one of the best to play from that era hailed right here in Fort Wayne.
10 to go on the shot clock. Kick out. Godfrey, 4-3. Yes! That ties the record for John Conchar. Godfrey just 1 point away from breaking it.
How sweet it is for Indiana Tech, who's on to the Sweet 16 of the NAIA men's basketball tournament. The 6th-ranked Warriors celebrating their best season in recent memory. They're also dedicating the year to Toby Sweet, a cousin of Indiana Tech head coach Ted Albert, who's battling kidney cancer. As Sweet is battling for his life, his fight is inspiring the Warriors as they remain Sweet strong.
Sweet strong means more to us than just words on a piece of paper.
Toby Sweet may not be a student at Indiana Tech, but the Warriors embracing Sweet as one of their own.
It's kind of been our motto all season. Coach Ted shaving his head right at the start really symbolized what it truly meant to him and what it means to us as a team.
We've tried to do as much as we can to help and support him, and just know he's got people behind him.
We've had him out to a couple games, and we've each talked to him a few times. He's a great kid.
We actually had a Sweet Strong game in January where we had a huge group and huge following from Belding, which just shows how many people care about him and love him. That came down, and pretty awesome environment.
As Sweet continues to fight, he's teaching the Warriors to not take one day for granted on and off the court.
We just know, and we want to go out there every night and compete and just know that we're doing something and we're really privileged doing it, and just go out there and fight for them, you know?
Just really opened your eyes to, what else is out there, and that this can't take this for granted, and to really strive to do better, honestly.
Certainly has given us that perspective in the sense that we're very lucky and to take advantage of these opportunities and also understand, like, we're a group that really cares about each other.
All the more reason why Indiana Tech is determined to finish the job and bring home a national championship.
I mean, more to not just us as players, but also to Coach Ted and his family, and also to Toby. It'd be awesome.
We're going to fight till the end. We're going to do it together and hopefully come out with victory.
Indiana Tech will face Jamestown in the NAIA Sweet 16 Tuesday at 6 p.m. When it comes to high school hoops, many avid basketball fans point to the 1950s as the golden era of Hoosier hysteria. Legends like Oscar Robertson or even Milan's miraculous state title run may come to mind, but one of the best to play from that era hailed right here in Fort Wayne. During his time at Northside High School, hustlin' Henry Chapman broke Allen County's scoring record while also breaking barriers for the black community. Henry Chapman wasted no time on his way to becoming a star in the Summit City. Born in 1936 in Marion, Alabama, Chapman moved to Fort Wayne and attended what used to be Harmer Grade School. His competitive edge was present at an early age.
We played against him then, and he had that beautiful jump shot at that time. And I didn't win against him at that time. And I was real glad to become a teammate with him later on.
Chapman earned a varsity spot for legendary coach Jim Hinga in his sophomore season in 1952. He and his fellow teammate Charlie Lyons made history as the first black students to play varsity basketball for Northside.
He broke some barriers and stereotypes. You know, he was smart, he was good in school and athletic at the same time, and he handled himself very well.
It didn't affect our relationship at all. In fact, he brought us closer together.
It didn't take long for Chapman to make an instant impact with Northside.
He was unselfish. He was just like unselfish, playing ball as like he is as a regular person.
He could overcome that defense with that beautiful jump shot. It was just so graceful. Everybody else could play good basketball and were good sharpshooters, but Henry was the guy that led the charge.
Led by Hustlin' Henry, Northside won 3 straight city championships, back-to-back sectional and regional titles, and advanced to the state finals in 1955.
Everybody should know that, you know, he put Northside on the map, he and Charlie Lyons.
By the time he graduated in 1955, Chapman was the first Allen County player to score over 1,000 career points.
Knowing what he meant to this school in particular and then to the community at large, and just the way people know him when they talk about him. And then when he used to talk about some of the sports things, you know, when you're young, you're kind of like, oh, okay, and then when you hear other people, you're like, oh, man.
Chapman passed away in November at the age of 86, but his legacy will forever be immortalized along the best to ever play basketball in the Hoosier State. The Northside grad is set to be inducted in the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame.
I've known a lot of great athletes in my time, and I've been very fortunate, and I've been very blessed. And one of the blessings was being able to know Henry.
It puts a little pep in my step. It makes me, you know, my shoulders go up a little bit, stick my chest out. I was like, that's my Uncle Henry.
Yeah, I wish I could have been the one to tell him face to face, but I'm just glad that it happened, and I'm sure he's up there knowing and approving.
Also joining Chapman in the 2023 Men's Basketball Hall of Fame class are Marion boys basketball coach James Blackman Sr., along with Huntington High School grad Richard Butt.